This is the giant's thumb. 1,500. 15. 15. It's Wednesday morning, July 21st, about 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. I left camp about 45 minutes ago. Trying to make it to Great Barrington, Massachusetts today. It's about 16 miles away. I'll be in Massachusetts in less than an hour. I've got maybe a mile to go to get to the Massachusetts border. The last couple of nights it's been really quiet. One night there was no one staying in the shelter and only one other person in a tent, and she was in the tent when I got there and she never came out before I left, so I don't even know who it was. The last night there was a section hiking couple who had done maybe 40 miles north, and now they're doing 40 miles south to get back to their car. And then there were 3 other hikers that I had met a couple of days ago that came in late, about 9 o'clock last night, 9:30 maybe. They were just stirring as I got up and left this morning. Nice trio. I mean, they're through hikers. I had met them before, but the trail is a lot quieter now. The only people you see are typically day hikers. You rarely run into a through hiker. You'll occasionally run into a through hiking southbounder. They're very rare, but I imagine I'll see a bubble of them coming up when I hit Vermont. At any rate, it is a lot quieter. Nobody slept in the shelter last night. Everybody slept in tents or hammocks, and I probably will continue that myself. I don't care to sleep in shelters. I'd much prefer my hammock. My tent. It's just more comfortable for me, less buggy. Don't have to worry about mice. I don't think there's very many mice up here. There's a lot of chipmunks. Oh my God! If I saw a chipmunk yesterday, I saw 50, maybe 100. I don't know. They were everywhere. Chipmunks are more common here than squirrels. I have seen squirrels. They're darker in color than they are in Florida. Florida, they're gray squirrels. Up here, they seem to be dark gray or almost black. But the chipmunks, I would own one as a pet. Those things are cute. They're only about this big. They're just barely bigger than a mouse. Really short tail, brown and black stripes on their back, and they're fast, but they're not that shy. They don't try to hide from you. They just keep their distance and stand and watch you go by. So it is really kind of fun, but chipmunks, who knew? This is a monument. I read the plaque over there. It's really very faded. It took a while to figure out what it said, but essentially this is the highest point in Connecticut. And that plaque and this monument was built in 1885. The highest point in Connecticut. Got to cross this little river. There's no way to keep your feet dry. The last 2 I crossed, I just left my shoes and socks on and walked in wet shoes all day. I don't think I'm gonna do that this time. I'm gonna try putting on my Crocs. It looks shallow enough. I'll probably get across this thing without getting my feet slipped out from under me. We'll find out. I don't particularly like doing panos like this because you really don't get what I'm seeing. It's kind of like seeing photographs of the Grand Canyon. You really can't comprehend what you're looking at unless you're standing on the edge. And this is literally standing on the edge. And looking down. That's, I'm assuming that's Massachusetts. I just entered a mosquito marsh. Basically, it's just a lot of mud and standing water. Everybody warned me about it. Said it's going to be about a 2-mile stretch where the mosquitoes are relentless. Before I got here, I stopped, put picaridin on my arms and legs, and just kind of sprayed it all over me a little bit, and then put on my head net. It's the first time I've worn the head net. It's not that bad. I can still see pretty good. Although it's about 4:30, starting to get a little bit dark. Can't tell it in the video, but I've got some sprinkled sunlight, but I'm in a dense forest, and so it gets kind of dark at times. Every now and then I cross a footbridge that's going over another standing water or a marsh. It's really just kind of a boggy mess. I'm in Massachusetts, and Massachusetts has not disappointed me as far as mountains go. They're big and they're beautiful. Oh wow, the mosquitoes are getting bad when you stand still. Hold on a minute. Here's where I am, and you can tell by the ground. Come on, Massachusetts, you had one job, and I gotta step in it, no matter what. And I'm getting swarmed by mosquitoes, even with the picaridin. Ouch. These guys are bad. Bad mosquitoes. Let me get to some flat ground. I can outrun a few of them. Right here. Leave a few of them in the dirt. Whew. I only got out of one marsh, about to get in another. Came across this. Last Battle of Shays Rebellion here, February 27, 1787. Not sure what Shays Rebellion is, but I'll find out. Okay, I'm staying in Great Barrington at the Mountain something Motel. It's a little bitty place. It doesn't have a laundry service. However, it's right next door to the Fairfield Inn by Marriott. And they've got an arrangement set up where you can go to the Marriott to do your laundry if you're staying at the Mountain, whatever they're called, Motel. So I came over here, they gave me change. I had to take the dollar bills into the arcade, turn that into quarters. They've got 2 washers, 2 dryers. They're $2 each. So it'll be $5 after I get the laundry detergent out of the dispenser over there. So your laundry tour of the day is at the Fairfield by Marriott in Great Barrington, Massachusetts. I'm taking one night. I hiked 16 miles to get here today, and I will hike right out first thing in the morning. I'm only here long enough to get my laundry done and get a quick resupply on food. The grocery store is across the street. We hitchhiked to get into town. Very nice gentleman picked us up in his pickup truck, and we were here in no time. He dropped us off right in the parking lot. I'm staying at the Mountain, whatever it's called, and the guy I was with, Trunkle, is staying here at the Fairfield Inn. Turns out Massachusetts is known for 2 things: mud and mosquitoes. I'm not sure if it's just because they had an unseasonably wet couple of weeks, or if it's always this way, but yeah, I gotta navigate all of this. It's like playing hopscotch. One step at a time, for as far as you can go. Then next thing you know, you're gonna have to step in it. Massachusetts in a nutshell right now. It's just one long slog of mud, and there's no way to avoid it no matter what you do. You can tell by footprints all over the place. People have attempted to avoid it. At some point, you just gotta accept it, embrace it, and know that up to your ankles and sometimes your knees, it's going to look like this. And the worst part of that isn't the mud, it's the standing water that breeds mosquitoes. So I'm rocking the net today. The net and some picaridin, I don't know how to pronounce that stuff. It's DEET free. I'm ready to switch to DEET. I've got some DEET, but I have held off using it for all the horrible things I hear about it. But I will use it if it's the last line of defense against a swarm of mosquitoes. Trust me, they are beastly up here. So prepare yourself. It's late July in Massachusetts after a hard storm. It's gonna be mosquitoes. Just emerged from the woods onto a roadside. Nice little farmhouse over there. And they have a trail stand. Never seen something like this before. But essentially, you can leave your garbage, leave your recycling. You can buy snacks. You gotta love that. Fresh eggs and sodas. Honor system. Put your money in there. There's your price list. I love this. Funny story happened the other day. I was coming out of Great Barrington, decided to hitchhike instead of calling a shuttle. And I was out there about 15 minutes and truck pulled over to pick me up, pickup truck, pulling lawn equipment. I expect some guy with tattoos and greasy fingernails to jump out, but instead it's this petite, cute little girl, and she jumps out and opens the back seat so I can put my pack in. I said, thanks for stopping. She goes, you're reckless abandon, aren't you? I said, yeah. She goes, I read about you in one of the Appalachian Trail groups on Facebook. I thought you were in my neighborhood. She recognized me doing 45 miles an hour. Unbelievable, the luck. So she gave me a ride back to the trailhead. The post she read was one that J.R. Rusgrove wrote. So thank you, J.R. Your magic continues to extend. I appreciate that. And thank you, Morgan, for the ride. Look forward to seeing you again sometime. Maybe out on the trail one day. Thanks. Still in Massachusetts, dealing with mud and mosquitoes. Mosquitoes aren't as bad today. Mud's even better. When it's squishy, you're going to sink. When it's lighter and thicker, you're not going to sink in it. You can almost walk over it. But your best plan is always to find rocks and roots to step on. Anything less, you got wet feet. I'm doing everything I can today to keep my feet dry. Oh, look at there. Some wild turkeys. Hey, wild turkey. Run, run, run. I could take a glass of you right now.